Hey guys, this is going to be another gym introduction video. For this one, we're going to do water, which is very similar to the Selenium WebDriver gym I did before. I just like water a little more. I think it's a little more simple to get used to, and the syntax is a little easier to remember. So for this video, we're going to use the water gym to open a browser. Go to my website here, clickmonkee.com, and then we're going to use a search filter. So we'll type in Pike 2 and in this field here, so Pike 2, we'll see that, whoops, space 2. How did I, there we go. And if we scroll down, we'll see no other videos are showing, and then we'll hit this clear filter with the water gem, and that'll make it so all the videos show back up. So to get started here, we want to install the gem. So the command for that is gem install, and then the gem name, which is water, W-A-T-I-R. And then this shouldn't take long to install at all. So once that's completed, we will go over to the browser here, and we're going to go to Water's documentation. I'll link this in the description below, but this tells you like how to use it and some of the syntax stuff. Um, anyway, in order to use Water, in order for it to like interact with our browser, we have to install a driver. So if you click this install drivers, and then depending on what browser you're using, that'll determine the driver you need to install. So I'm using Google Chrome, so I'm going to click Chrome driver. Next, we got to choose the version so it correlates with the version of your browser. To get your Chrome version, you go to the drop down, go to Help, and then About Google Chrome. You see our version's 84. So we'll go back over here, click this 84. And then we're using Windows, so we're going to install the Windows one. So go ahead and click that, save. When that's complete, I'm going to open it. And then go ahead and copy this right here. What we want to do is we want to add this onto our Ruby path. So wherever you installed a Ruby on your system, in my case it's in C and then Ruby, and then you want to go to this bin folder and go ahead and paste that in. Now you'll see I already have mine set up, but I'll just overwrite it with the new one. So you do that, then we can go ahead and close this out. And then we're also going to go ahead and close out our command line tool here so it can get the latest. I'm going to drag this back over. I also want to minimize this because we're going to open another browser and I want you to be able to see it. So let's go back to the documentation here and we're going to open a browser. So if you click this Chrome tab, it tells you how to do it. By default, Water is going to open the browser in Chrome. However, if you were using like Firefox, you click here, you can open a new browser and just pass in this variable here. But since we're doing Chrome, all we need is this command, so we're going to copy that. And then back on our command line tool, we're going to type in IRB. And I talked about this in other videos, but this basically just makes it so you can run Ruby code. So we'll go ahead and do that. And in order to use the water gem, we need to load it in memory, so we're going to go ahead and require it. Just require and then water, and quotes. Now we can paste in that command we just copied. So this is what's actually going to open a new browser. So when we hit that, it'll pop up. And it popped up on my other screen. I'm going to drag it over here though so we can actually see it. And you might get some noise around like Bluetooth devices and stuff. It's fine. It'll still work. So what we want to do next is we have our browser object here. So we want to actually go to the website. So in order to do this, the command is the object, and then we're going to do go to, and then the website is a parameter. You can either put the parameter in parentheses right next to it, or you could space it out. So we'll space it out, and it's just clickmonkee.com, close quote, and you'll see the browser is going to my website. Awesome. So what we want to do now is we want to type in the search field. Now, basically we have to tell Water where this element exists on the page. In order to do that, we need to inspect this page. So to do that, you do Control-Shift-C. And it's going to pop up your DevTools here. I like to put them down at the bottom because I think it's easier to read. And then there's this little tool right here. And if you click it, you can select the element you want to look at, like the DOM for. So we click the search box here, and you can see it highlighted down here. So in order for Water to know where an element is, you have to give it some sort of like ID and some sort of property to to locate it. I can't say that for some reason. Anyway, so in our case, we're going to use ID, but you could use name, you could use class. There's a few other, and I would encourage you to go through the documentation. But we know ID works, so we're going to use that. So we want to, again, use our browser object. And the command the field in is text field. So this is saying, hey, that we want a text field element, and you're going to find it by the ID property of title. So that would actually find the field, but now we want to give it a value. So in order to set it, you do set, and then the parameter is going to be what you want to set it as. So we're going to do Pike2 because that's going to find that video. And if we hit enter, you'll see it types Pike2 in the text field here. And the only videos showing are the one with Pike in it. Although I don't know, I showed 2 videos. Maybe we dropped the number on my search. I'll have to look at that. That might be a bug. But anyway, that's besides the note. You can see the other videos that didn't have Pike in it filtered out. So next we want to hit this clear filter button. And again, we need to tell Water where to find it. So if you click this inspect tool right here, click clear filter, it'll hover it. Now for links, the syntax is a little different. So you still use our browser object here. But instead of text field, we're finding a link. And the property we're going to use here is text. So this clear filter text, we'll go ahead and copy that. So text, and then the text that the link has. Close it out, and then you do dot click. So when we do this, it should clear out the text, and all the videos should pop up again. And you'll see that it cleared it all out. There's nothing left in the text, and then we have all the videos back again. So yeah, that's all I'm going to do for this one. I hope it was helpful. If you liked it, please like and subscribe. I appreciate it. See you guys.